Hey guys, we are 1 week into the league, and I figured I'd share where I'm at. Now, I missed all of this league, and so I'm kind of learning that stuff now. I don't know how tough this boss was, but he was really kind of cool to kill over and over and over again. I don't know if he has good drops, but I figured kind of showcase the damage and where we're at. Most bosses are kind of trivial. It should be no surprise that arc totems are very, very powerful. But yeah, I figured I'd go ahead and go over the build a bit and show you kind of where I settled on. I did move away from the crit setup, and I did pivot fully into the Eldritch Battery setup, and I am running a level 26 spell totem, and as you can see from the mana, it's actually not bad at all. Like, it's working well. But if there are any bosses you want to see me just blow up, let me know and I'll go ahead and run it. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get into it then. So for the gem links, we're going to go over auras first. Basically, use an offhand, your scepter. I use the one with the purities, because when you put the supports in there, it doesn't cost anything. Mana remnants is how we're getting like overcapped mana and regenerating a little faster. And then Archmage is a lot of our damage, and we just put the +1 in there. For spell tones themselves, these are the links I like the best. There is arguments for like Rakata's Flow, I think it's called, and some other stuff to use. Those are probably better. I'm not 100% sure, but I know this one feels really good. And yeah, just easy, quick setup. Nothing too fancy. I don't really like pressing too many buttons. For a spirit, we actually try to get a really high amount for the totem cost, because we're running Ancestral Bond and Archmage and everything else. It takes a lot of spirit. Most of our spirit's coming from the scepter and our ascendancy, but we do have it on our amulet and our chest piece as well. Just reminders, the ascendancy gives you 120 if you're not using charms. And that's let us get into it really early. So I was able to get into totems like after my first ascendancy, which albeit is a little early, but it still worked out okay. I did come into this league with a game plan and experience in PoE1, so there's some things I was able to do, like get this anointment, but it requires one of these essences of isolation, which at the time was just like a div, maybe 2 div I think, and now it is very expensive. So my amulet slot is actually my weakest slot, because the anointment itself is going to be like, I think it's just straight up 9 div. Now with this patch they did introduce some changes to the passive tree, but we're just going to go over it real quick. Basically, we are using weapon set 1 for totem damage, and then weapon set 2 for exposure and curse effect. Aside from that, we're going for mana regen, mana efficiency cost. We're going to get some pen here and there, and it's just the Ancestral Bond, Mind Over Matter setup, so we're using our mana as our, actually added to our effective hit pool. And then we're going to go ahead and pick up Eldritch Battery to convert our energy shield into more mana onto our build, which worked out really, really well. But I actually didn't make the transition until I was level 90. I think energy shield is just better for most of the game, but there comes a point where you're actually tanky enough that you are safe, and then you can swap into doing more damage. And that's the next node I'll be going for. I think that was just added. Now again, we are running level 26 spell totem, which seems like a lot, but we get +6 from our wand. There's a lot of new crafting in this league. I'm not much of a crafter myself, but I was still able to manage some things. And again, we are stacking mana, HP, energy shield, intelligence, because intelligence gives us also mana. So that's basically most of our damage. Now I've already beat the main boss, I made a video about that, I've already done like a bunch of stuff. This is my Atlas tree as it is. I stacked up as much like magic stuff, rare monster stuff, unique boss stuff, and then I went ahead and did all the tablet things, and I'm actually expecting 2 strong boxes. And I did want to farm Abyss this league. They just kind of nerfed it in this last patch, like the little hotfix or whatever, to be less rewarding, but it still feels good. But I'll need to figure out something more than running like full tablets, tier 16 stuff. I don't know how to juice my stuff up more. I did finish one of the Atlas Masters. I'm using Hilda's to try to get a little bit more effect out of things, but I might switch it to Doriani's later depending on how things turn out. But yeah, it's been great. I hope you guys have been having a lot of fun. There's a ton of broken stuff this league, and a ton of awkward stuff this league. For example, this is one boss that I can see he's blue from getting hit a lot, right? But has taken no damage because he's not technically in the arena or something. I'm not sure. Even though he can damage me and my totems. There's a lot of weird things right now. So you can probably find something that's broken to play, or you might run into some issues, but I know GGG is doing a great job changing things up, fixing things as they go, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen. It's been a very exciting week one. Now, I know there's a lot of people asking for like build guides and things like that for this, and to be honest, there's so many people playing Arc Totems, Mind Over Matter, Eldritch Battery, Mana Stacker, that you can find someone who does it better than I do.
I prioritize making things easy.
I just straight up went Spark, Unleash, shifted into Totems after Ascendancy 1, and just never looked back. The build is exceptional at clearing. As you can see, it just covers the whole screen in projectiles. But yeah, there are a number of bugs. We've all encountered them. But this entire patch is really ambitious and offers a ton of things to do. So I would say that if you run into a bug, like for example this chest which had no enemies around and couldn't spawn anything, and won't let me collect the rewards, I would encourage you to post on the forum, the bug report, or get the game into position. That's going to be great for release. I'm trying to decide on my next build to play, but if you have any ideas of what could be a really fun, maybe complicated interaction to follow up on or learn about, please comment below. I'd be really interested in seeing, what's out there. As far as Arc Totems go, actually, I don't think it's broken. I don't think it's gonna be too much patch. Maybe they might nerf something slightly, but with investment, it's just a solid build. So if you like this video and want to see more, feel free to subscribe. If you have some ideas of where I should go from here, go ahead and comment that. Oh yeah, one last thing. I am actually on the board on PoE Ninja. Remember, Xbox can't really do that for PoE 1, so this is exciting for me.